I'm Kaye and I'm a late bloomer. It's April Fool's and my winter garden has come and nearly gone since I've posted an update in early December. If you're just tuning in to Late Bloomer, I'm in Zone 11A and I have a small front yard urban garden. Let's take a look at the gains and losses. It was a very busy winter. After the rain on December 7th, the garden came alive. My monarch caterpillars were on a race to fill up on milkweed, find a good location, and make a chrysalis. This winter, I covered all my in-the-ground brassicas in red voile to keep the cabbage moths from laying eggs on them. I started with row cover cloth, but I like being able to see what's going on down there. This tip I got from Uber urban gardener Sumi, and it worked. The cabbage and broccoli I grew in pots weren't covered, and it was a daily battle to keep off the cabbage worms. If you see this, that's cabbage worm poop, or frass. You know you've got cabbage worms. Of course, if the leaves are half eaten, that's another good sign. The mid-January heat wave changed everything. It's 84 degrees on January 17th, and the broccolini has bolted and the blooms are already falling off. What do we got here? The interior, the tiniest, most delicate little leaves of this emerging purple Rudolph broccoli plant are infested with aphids. So I'm going to have to spray and hope for the best. Even though it's been covered with this netting, somehow, maybe the ants carry the aphid eggs up to the tender leaves. Bees loved the heat wave. My peas didn't. If you've had trouble growing sweet peas, watch my Growing Sweet Peas Part 1 and Part 2, and you'll feel a whole lot better. Exactly 1 month after forming, this chrysalis was empty, and this monarch was hours away from emerging. She came at dawn. I named her Isabel. As Isabel dried her wings in the rising sun, there was danger lurking a foot away, and drama playing out overhead. Crows had a hawk surrounded on the street's tallest tree. I planted seed potatoes in containers and strawberry plants in the perennial bed. By the end of January, I was harvesting kale. Another monarch butterfly appeared late afternoon, January 31st. I named her Helen. She spent the night hanging on this broccoli bloom. Oh, there's so much I want to say. I mean, 3 months have gone by. I've shot 1,000 clips. I'll only get to use about 15. It got chilly in February, and I stayed inside and nursed my seedlings, created color charts of my trays, and made lots of biscuits with my 3-flour recipe. I stayed pretty busy with my peas and mounding up my fast-growing potatoes. And I've already done this one. It's up as high as I'm gonna do right now till it gets bigger. The third week in February, the long wait for winter vegetables was over. It was time to harvest cauliflower. When peeling back the outer leaves, I discovered this cauliflower was occupied. I learned this is a brown widow spider. Their bite is nothing compared to a black widow, and since spiders are beneficial in the garden, I let it go. I set up my rain barrel right before it rained on February 26th. And this baby is full, and it filled up this, which flowed over a little bit into that and a little bit into that. Or that might just have been rainwater collected, because I think we got a couple of inches. And it rained again on the 28th, in time to wet down what was my pea patch. Chard is still tops in my book for beauty, nutrition, and ease of growing, and bugs seem to leave it alone. There's like no bug damage. Healthy. So if you're a beginner, I recommend planting chard seeds. My wild arugula is really wild, and it's so pungent and spicy, and because it's grown up everywhere, self-seeded, every step I take in the garden explodes with the smell of, wow, arugula. I gotta get my arugula under control, so I'll be giving handfuls of this away. One of my main missions in the late bloomer garden is teaching kids where food comes from. This month, I had a couple of young visitors. My friend Stephanie and her daughters, Lily Grace and Allie, dropped by to harvest some winter vegetables.
Hey, it looks kind of like a carrot.
Except it's round and red. Here you go. Want to hold it? That's a beet. And you can eat all of this. Your mom can cook all of this and cook that too. See, get the dirt back a little bit. You see it? Ooh,
Yeah.
that's huge, right? You're gonna pull straight up.
Right? Pull, pull, pull. Up, up, up. You did it.
They had better luck with the second carrot. Oh, that one's much longer.
Is that a blueberry?
Everyone loves blueberries. You can eat it.
That's a big hit. Okay, taste a leaf of this.
This is marjoram,
Here.
and that's parsley. Try that. Try that. That's parsley. Could it be an onion?
An onion? Yeah. Could it be an onion?
But they're not ready to pull out yet. Lily, can you find celery?
Where's celery? Oh, it's over here. Celery? Is this celery?
Okay, what do we? This one's still attached. There we go. There's some young celery. Allie had had enough gardening, so Lily Grace posed with their baskets of vegetables. The next time you see the late bloomer garden, it will be planted for summer, and I'm not fooling. So happy gardening, and let me know how your garden grows. I'm Kaye, I'm still a late bloomer. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. They're building a house one block over, so there's sawing and bulldozering. Okay, Okay, it's time to plant the late... No sound effects needed. Cue the plane. So happy gardening, and let me know how you... Okay, the next time you see the late bloomer garden, it will be